How Long is Forever might just be the darkest Teen Titans episode of all time. I mean, there are a handful of other episodes in that conversation, but I find this one to be interesting because it's pretty accurate in demonstrating the fate of the majority of early friendships. The episode begins with Robin listening to some heavy edgelord music, Beast Boy and Cyborg arguing over a video game, and Raven praying for peace and quiet. Starfire, however, just wants her friends to celebrate some random holiday. Her friends refuse to cooperate, however, so she begins to worry about the possibility of her friends drifting apart one day, if the arguments continue to escalate in the future. Then Robin basically says that she's over-exaggerating because roommates fight all the time. Then they fight this dude who has the power to warp to different timelines. He opens a portal into the future, Starfire chases after him, but then gets sent 20 years into the future. But it's not the happy-go-lucky future she envisioned in her head. She later finds an older version of Cyborg who reveals that everything went downhill when she disappeared for 20 years. Since then, her friends have indeed drifted apart from each other, so Starfire goes on the hunt to find the rest of the crew. And just like Cyborg, they're not doing so well either. Beast Boy lives his life as a circus animal and hides himself in a cage to protect himself from horrible people. Raven is alone and depressed and chooses to isolate herself from literally everybody and everything. Robin is seemingly the only one who is still protecting the world from evil. Starfire finding Robin is enough to start some momentum to get the band back together. Long story short, the Titans reunite, take down the Time Dude, and Starfire finds her way back to her timeline. In the present, she tells the story of how her friends separated themselves from each other in the future. But she has an optimistic thought that maybe they can rewrite their future if they choose to not take their friendship for granted from there on out. The episode concludes with them celebrating Starfire's stupid holiday. In conclusion, the things that can't be defeated are heart, soul, and the bonds of friendship, or something cliche like that. What I like about this ending is that it hints at the idea that the future is not predetermined. It doesn't have to be dark and depressing if we don't allow it to be. So instead of fearing the future, be optimistic about it, but don't forget to appreciate the present moment, because you just might miss it one day.